I beg your pardon, Joan. Say it, Ethel, what I told you to say, that you're mistaken, or I'm slapping your face right here, in front of Dr. Weeks, in front of the Medfords, in front of Ron's friends, in a way you won't forget. Ethel? I was mistaken. I thought you were. I said it. I don't think it. What you think means less than nothing to me. What you say does, and it better correspond. We stood there glaring at each other, but then ice water began to drip down my back. It crossed my mind, suppose she really gets mean and tells me to come get Tad. I thought, I can't take him yet, as I can't work if I have to stay with him, and I had to get work to eat and also pay for him, as of course I couldn't just sponge his keep off Ethel. I felt myself swallowing, then swallowing again, and at last swallowing hard. I said, Ethel, I apologize for my tone. I've been through quite a lot, and being accused of murder or something that sounds a lot like it is more than I can take. So, it's okay, I make allowance. Now, may we get on? If you're talking about Tad, everything's taken care of and there's nothing to get on to. Then I thank you. But I sounded stiff, and she snapped, Joan, there's nothing to thank me for. Tad's my own flesh and blood. He's welcome, and more than welcome, for as long as may be desired, and the longer that is, the better I'm going to like it. That's when she overshot it, not so much by what she said, as by the look in her eye as she said it. And that's when I woke up, to the fact it was not at all like her to take things lying down, especially an insult from me, and if she did take it, there had to be a reason. It brought me up short, but what could I do about it, especially here by the side of Ron's grave, with his father, mother, and friends still whispering nice things about him? There was nothing that I could think of, as slaps wouldn't cover it, or make any sense at all. They never made sense, actually, as I had often found out to my sorrow, and would shortly find out again. All I could do was blink, and I heard myself ask, very meekly, Where is Tad, by the way? Joan, I thought it best not to have a 3-year-old child at the service, but he's in good hands, and there's no need for you to worry. What made me turn, I don't know. She may have glanced over my shoulder, but anyway I did, and there, not far away, was my son, playing beside Ethel's car, still favoring his left arm when picking up his ball, while Eliza, the woman who did Ethel's cleaning, looked on. I started for him, remembered and lifted my veil, throwing it up on my hat. About that time he saw me and came running, but in the way a 3-year-old runs, leaning over forward, his feet having a hard time keeping up with his head. They didn't quite, but as he toppled I caught him. He wailed at the touch of my hand against his shoulder. I moved my hand and held him close, and kissed him and loved him. When we'd had our beautiful moment, Eliza assured me, He's been like a lamb, Miss Joan. No trouble at all. I was so sorry what happened to Mr. Ron. Thanks, Eliza. That helps. Want me to take him now? Please. When I got back, Ethel had rejoined her parents and Jack. I thanked Dr. Weeks, shook hands with Ron's friends, men he knew from the bars mostly, a none too refined bunch in work pants and windbreakers, but very well behaved. Then I nodded to Mr. and Mrs. Medford, who nodded in return coldly, and it was easy to see they believed Ethel's nonsense. Then I rejoined Tom, who had withdrawn a few feet when Ethel came to me. Are we ready? I asked him. Any time you are, Mrs. Medford. And so, on an afternoon in spring, I left the cemetery in College Park, Maryland, and headed for my home in Hyattsville, some 5 miles down the line, a suburb of Washington, D.C., to face the rest of my life, with a living to make for myself and my little son, and no idea at all how to do it. So who am I? And why am I telling this? My